show you the process of how we're going to help this client go from a 400 to a 700 plus credit score without waiting 7 long years. All right. So as you can see, right, 43-point increase, 39-point increase, 45-point increase equals 127 points for the specific client, right? 4 got removed, 18 ongoing, 6 undisputed, 3 new items got added, or as you can see, credit inquiries. So as you're fixing your credit, of course, you don't want to be applying for things unless you're trying to rebuild your credit. Now, what I would tell for this specific client, because there's a lot of things going on, and this person want to go from a 400 to a 700 plus credit score, right? So there are some things you got to do. There's some requirement. There's things that got to shift because credit is credibility, and credit is nothing but a direct reflection of how you manage your money. And once you get that part worked on, you're going to see the improvement, not only as you're disputing, but you're working on your money management skills. You're going to see the improvement of your credit score, right? So for this specific profile, right, there are some things going on with this client. Let me just break it down and show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see right here, the overview, credit card utilization. Now this person's credit card utilization, even though it's 12% and showing these different things, right? These accounts are charged off, right? These accounts are charged off. And I know some people are like, what should I do, right? So for me, I would say, get the account removed from your credit report first, and then work on a settlement to negotiate a lower amount to pay. Because what's going to happen is once you get the account removed, if you don't want it to pop back on your report, what's going to happen is the accounts might be sold to a collection agency, and the collection agency is going to pop up. Once you remove the collection off of your report, now guess what? They're going to resell it to another collection agency. You're going to keep on going through the cycle. So what I would say is, I know a lot of people say don't pay collections, whatever the case may be, you owe the money. And if you want it to go away, I'm not an attorney, I'm here to tell you what to do, but you're either going to sue them for violating your rights, or you're going to have to end up paying them later on. And you don't want this to be stuck on your report if they sell it to another collection agency, and the collection agency put it back on your report, and you keep on going through this cycle, right? So might as well just take care of it and pay a lower amount. You don't have to pay the whole thing off. Pay something small, which you can afford, negotiate it, and then get it permanently gone so you don't have to worry about it at all, right? This specific profile, right, they have no positive accounts on their credit report. So what I would tell anybody to do is, yes, they have all these different places you can go to get credit builder accounts. You can get this one, this one, this one, this one, all these different places, right? But first, go start with a credit union, right? Credit union is better as far as banks, right? Yes, the other banks got better credit cards, better things, but when it comes to building up your credit-friendly places, you want to go to a credit union that's going to help you rebuild your credit. So now you build trust with them. Now the other banks, you can build trust. Well, once you rebuild your credit score, now you have trust with this specific bank. Now that's reported on your credit report. Now you can go to other places and shop around with other banks, right? But let's just stick with a credit union. Find a local credit union in your area and see, hey, does this specific credit union offer any secured loans, right? Because most of the time when you apply for it, it's not gonna be a hard inquiry on your report. So it's gonna be no inquiry, no credit check with this specific loan. So $100, $200, $300 loan, right? And then rebuild it. Just take your time paying this one account on time. Don't think about, I gotta get this account, I gotta get this account, I gotta get all these different accounts. Just stick with one account. And if you already have an account, that's great. But just stick with one account, right? And pay that one account back. Now, once you pay that one account back, then you want to go back to them, and you build that trust with them. You build the relationship with the bank. You're doing business with them. Now, let's apply for a credit card, right? Once your credit score is good enough, you can apply for a regular credit card, right? The reason why you want to have a credit card on your report, because it opens up your credit score. Now, by not having a credit card or a revolving account, right? Revolving account means credit card, charge card, line of credit. Those are revolving accounts, right? By not having that on your report, right, you're missing out on potentially 165 points, right? Now, the reason where I get that from is with the FICO 8, the highest credit score you can have is an 850, and the lowest credit score you can have is a 300, right? That means if you did 850 minus 300, that gives you 550 points to play with your credit score, right? Let's break it down. If you did 550, and let's think about payment history, right? 550 and payment history is 35%, right? So you do 550 times 0.35, that gives you 192.5 points with payment history, right? Now, as far as utilization, it's 30%. So you do 0.30 times 550, that gives you 165 points. That's where I get that from, right? And you continue going on and on and on with the other parts of your credit score, right? So 165 points you're potentially missing out on if you don't have a revolving account on your report. That's why it's very important to add one on your report. And if you have one already, all you have to do is just pay it down and you're going to see the increase of your credit score, right? It's probably going to take time. If you have a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 credit card, it's going to take you time to pay that specific credit card debt down, right? There are other things you can do to help you, but we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different things, whole bunch of different strategies. But for this specific client, for this specific thing, right? Start with a secure loan. Then once you build up a relationship, now let's get a regular credit card, get that reported. Now you have a secure loan, one account, secure loans paid off. Now you just have one account being reported, right? And you continue disputing and getting the accounts removed. And now all the positive account, the one positive account is going to reflect on your credit score. Now, depending on what you're trying to do as far as leveraging your credit score to bring you in wealth or bring you in money every single month consistently, is depending on how you want to go about doing this, right? So you can leverage your credit to fund your business, right? Or market, bring in clients, whatever the case may be, right? So all depending on what you're trying to do. So for example, if this person have a lawn care business, right? And they needed, let's just say, some equipment, right? You can leverage credit to get the equipment to then help you, let's just say, get more potential clients because you have more equipment to do more things, whatever the case. Now you have the money to pay back equipment loan, so you don't have to worry about it because you're generating funds because of the loan that you borrowed, the equipment loan, right? So that's one way. Another way, once you get your credit score good enough, is, let's just say you want to buy a house, right? Now you can buy different properties, whatever the case may be, but you have a family, your wife wants you to get a house, they want to do a duplex, right? You got a single family house, right? Now you got a single family house, you qualify, you pre-qualify because your credit score is good enough. Now what you want to do is aggressively, once you get approved for the house, aggressively pay down the debt that you owe with the house, right? Now, once you pay it down some, you can then basically borrow against your house, get a line of equity, right? Or get a home line of equity loan from the house, right? And then take that money as a down payment to then buy you another house, right? Now, you can either move in this house and rent out the the residence or you can get a new house and get a person to move into. And then what you want to do is just rinse and repeat that process. Yes, that takes time, but the time is going to pass whether you like it or not. So that is a process that you can do as far as, let's just say, leverage your credit to make you more money, right? That process takes time. Business takes time. Now, if you want to start a business, I would say don't borrow money just yet. The reason why is because you want to think about this. Do I really like this specific business? Is this business something I'm going to, like, if I don't get paid, like, I'm gonna continue doing, right? Whatever business idea, whatever you have in your mind or that you're trying to put out there, try the business first, see if it actually works, see if, you get some clientele, whatever the case may be the person doing all the different things. And then once you see that it's generating income and you need to borrow to get specific things or equipment loan or to get some money to market to get more client or whatever the case may be, then that's when you want to borrow, right? Don't borrow ahead of time. You might not even like the business. Or another way you can do is leverage your credit to buy a business as well, right? You can leverage your credit to buy an existing business as well. So those are some of the things you can think about once you fix up your credit score and it's good enough. You can think about doing real estate, buying a business. If you're already in business, use it to expand your business and just think about different ways, all right? Just want you to think about that. Now, as far as, let's just say this right here, a simple and effective way to dispute your accounts, to get it removed from your report, is this leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? I always talk about the laws. I always talk about the details within the account, using that to help you get the accounts removed from your report. Now, remember, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here to show you the inaccuracies in which you can do and pinpoint the laws that you can leverage, right? So the laws that are in your favor, all you got to do is just learn the specific laws to help you get the accounts removed from your report, right? And this process takes time. The reason why it takes time is because the credit bureaus have up to 30 days to investigate your account. So you can only, let's just say, in a year time, probably get 12 disputes off when it comes to the credit bureaus, right? Now, I'm not talking about personal information and inquiries and things like that. Just saying you disputing your accounts, right? Because inquiries and personal information, those come off pretty quickly, right? So what you want to do is just be consistent, sending in a letter every single month, right? And don't give up, because they might say you sound like a credit repair company, or they might reject your letter, or they might say something as far as for you not to send in another letter in, right? So create a letter that looks similar to this, right? You can create a letter that looks similar to this, or you can go to freesecretletter.com and just get your, well, leverage the letter that I already have pre-made, add the information and just change some things out and then send it certified. But one of the ways that's been working is this format right here. Been getting accounts removed, right? As you can see, we've been getting things deleted a lot. So you can leverage this format as far as helping you get the account removed from your report, right? So as you can see right here, we have, you're gonna see the account name, and then you're gonna have things that's inconsistent on your report: date open, high credit, last reporting, date last active, date last payment. And then what you wanna do is just say delete this account immediately for violation of this specific law. And you can put more details within this. You can be like, yo, the last reporting date is incorrect. Date last active, like which one of you guys are reporting the right thing, right? Delete account immediately for violation of this. 7-year history is incorrect, right? So all these different things you can do to help you get the account removed from your report. Now, just because you pinpointed all these different things doesn't mean it's gonna come off the next round. It's probably gonna take a few rounds to get the account removed off your report. And all you gotta do is just be consistent with it. And that's pretty much it. All right. So if you have any questions or any concerns, drop it in the comments. I'm here to help you out.